Oh, nope, there it is. That's the problem. I didn't have my microphone on. All right, well, without further ado, let's jump on in. All right, hello, hello, wonderful and beautiful people. Oh, it's blinked away for a moment. There we go. Yep, welcome to the stream. We're getting back in with Doki Literature Club. Didn't want to leave this one for a week like I was doing the Persona ones. So let's just get with it. Hello, Tell. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Parker. Welcome. Kiki. Welcome. My dog Night Sloodles. Welcomes. Hello, Kitty Cakes and Fishu. All right. Let's... No, not new game. Not new game. I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm stupid. Hang on. Load. Load this one. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so it says we can skip dialogue that I've already read. Alright. But this time I've got 2 bottles of water ready. So that way I can still do my voices, I guess. And this time not die at the end of it. Hello, Kimberly Potato. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so who should I show my poem to first? I think last time my poem ended up being skewed really towards what Sayori would like, just on accident, because she's a total wild card. So I guess for lack of... I don't know if it matters who I pick. I think my real decision's who I wrote the poem about. So... Hey, Minty, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna show my poem to Monica first, because I don't have any option to, like, write anything that would appeal to her. I don't know. And she'll probably tell me who I should share it with first after her anyway. Doki Literature Club is, people were voting on it as though it was a horror game, and apparently some spooky stuff's gonna happen. But so far it's just a dating sim. A visual novel dating sim. What kind of voice did I have for Monica? Hi again, Carl. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Hey, Tell. Welcome to the stream. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. You've been spending some time with Natsuki, haven't you? I indeed have. You must like her writing style, so I'm going to share it with Natsuki immediately after this. Oh, yep, there's my friend. Oh, look, the stream went away. I don't like that. See, I wanted to be fun, but, like, I can't have fun. Yeah. Because, you know, people can try. And that's about it. There's a picture of Buffsky because my friend who was modding the stream yesterday shared it with me. And I thought it would be funny. Also, I don't know what to do with the dead space that's there. So, I think it's a neat way to tell a story. I don't disagree. Natsuki's poems may be cute, but they're also meaningful. I can see why it'd be... And also, for anybody that wasn't here yesterday, I can't read. I can see why you'd be into the style. I guess that means you're not as much of a fan of Yuri's poems, then? I wouldn't say that. I kinda like everyone's poems. That's true, but I'm sure you like some more than others, right? Like Yuri's use of complex words and symbolism? Or Sayuri's way of expressing happiness or sadness in a more direct way. You must have some kind of preference, don't you? Not that it's a contest or anything. I was just curious, that's all. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. What have we got this time? She's got a scroll bar on her notebook. Oh, hello. Oh, I think I cheated. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me. Save me and load me. Huh. Also interesting that she chose red, green, and blue, because that's like pixels. Okay. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem about... Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. No, I haven't gotten to the horror part yet. I think everybody's just trying to mess with me. I think people just wanted me to play a dating sim. Who should I show my poem to next? Natsuki, obviously. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Dummy. Give me a break. Don't trust. No spoilies, please. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Carl, did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Why not? Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She skims over it a second time, her smile not fading from her face. I see. At first I just thought you liked her writing style. But you wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day, too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Carl? What do you mean, cheating? What do you mean? Last time I picked the stuff, I didn't even, pick the majority of Natsuki's things. At the end of the last stream when I was, not the end of the last stream. The last time I had to write a poem, every option I tried to pick to, swing it more towards Yuri ended up being a being a Sayori option, and then some stuff that I thought would be a Natsuki option was a Sayori option. I picked like mostly Sayori last time. Like, I think Natsuki wasn't even that high up last time. I don't know. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. I think Natsuki's the voice that's ending my throat. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the room. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Carl wrote this poem, and we're supposed to share with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Carl's done sharing his poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki? I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Carl's right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. I don't have to do this. They got anime noses. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Okay. Everyone else can put scroll bars on their poems. Okay. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time, I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I don't like this one. This one's mean, Natsuki. This one's mean. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an... I wish my tongue wouldn't literally, like, floop around in my mouth. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks my... That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby, or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of... something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy? I think people need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least, I can relate to that. Hi, Kitty Cakes, gotcha. And I'm sure a lot of other people can, too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, But I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too, okay? Alright, I will. Alright, so, let's show ours to Yuri next. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Carl. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayuri's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri, I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I'd probably just do a terrible job. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind, it likes to do that sometimes. Yo, same. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to do a blah, 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 blah. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. Hey, Dewey, my brother, welcome to the stream. And also, hello, Mature Chimp, I don't think I greeted you. And hello, Nia Porter, welcome to the stream. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that, if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Everyone's got scroll bar poems today. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Hello, Obori. Welcome to the stream. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into, as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault. Bleh. I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Hi, Kitty Kicks. I'm doing alright. This is a neat little game. I like visual novels, so it's fun. Going camping and eating a bunch of food sounds like really good. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. And now, Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Carl. Eh? I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. You're too honest sometimes, Sayori. No, but really, I want to put this on my wall. Can I? Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Yeah, it was. We already got it. Maybe even Natsuki's. We already got it. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Carl poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you just at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Huh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Well, this is an explanation that I like because straight up, it makes sense. Because last time I tried to write a poem, it was random just about what would pop up as Sayori. Sayori, the wild card. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Sayori's expression has increased. Thanks, Carl. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Everyone has a scroll bar poem. Bottles. Oh my gosh, okay. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards, all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, 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 inside my head. Oh. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Mature Chimp, she's on the stream. She's watching carefully. There we go. Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Yeah, Kimberly, for the time being, I feel like I've got more in common with Natsuki than anybody else. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just edit stuff faster. Hello? Oh, it's just not working. This is my favorite part about all this. There we go. There you go, that's a little bit better. Ugh. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is it cupcakes? Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together any... It's not like we can put it... Dang. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri's been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. Neither am I. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Oh, hello. Oh no. We got music flood in the chat now. Guys. No, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. Aw, man, that's a great original poem. It sounds like I've heard it somewhere before. It's got that like nice familiarity. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, I wish I could read, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, Animal Crossing, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you in here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I'm feeling both of these two right now. I'm not standing up in front of a bunch of people to recite poems. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. No, we gotta stay silent. I agree. No, I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. All right. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply a natural? I glance around me, and then I take a sip. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Blech. All right, like, hey, welcome to the stream, nobody. All right, so like I have had to stand up in front of class a couple times in college, which with every passing day it gets farther and farther away. I can't believe I've already been out of college for like 3 years. But hey, Tiger Tunes. But like every time I had to stand up in front of the class, every single time, whole body shaking, couldn't like stand there with a straight face. It was the worst. I don't like being in front of a bunch of people. So, oh boy. I hope you guys are liking this. This is me trying to come out of my shell a little bit, doing voices on stream. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. You're a great public pupil and an extrovert. I'm glad for you, Tell. Like, I wish I had that, but like straight up, the only way I could be in front of the class is if I was like just walking to my seat and it happened to be in the front row. That's it. No, I didn't look calm and ready at all. I just completely like, I looked like a mess. I guess I said everything without flubbing up too much, but like literally I could like feel my face get hot, and it's not fun. I don't like that. But we were caught so off guard, we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Yeah, I feel that 1000%. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Well, it's glad to have you here, Tiger Tunes. I say here as I'm playing video games and not like working on my animation, but we'll see progress. Yeah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Water. You know what? That's a good idea. I'll take a sip. Somehow it feels like her soft Okay, here we go. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. My day's going all right. I feel like it was a little bit stressful for work today, but it wasn't a bad day. You know, just coming up on deadlines. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. For me, it is 8:11 p.m. I think this is the latest I've streamed. Why is Natsuki in my corner? Because Natsuki is in my corner. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. Just imagine it's all my friends, and they won't care if I make a mistake. Well, that's probably good advice, but at the same time, I feel like my friends would just either rag on me for my mistake, or they just wouldn't tell me like what I messed up on. I don't know. I feel like my friends sometimes hold back, but when they don't hold back, it hurts. And I know they don't want to hurt. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Carl liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm gonna make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Carl. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Carl lower everyone stands a little before I have to do it. Wow! Man, get out of my corner. Get out of here. No, I'm kidding. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. A sip? I just took a sip. I only have 2 bottles. Then I'll have to go back to the kitchen to get another one. We are 1 bottle down, but we're almost halfway through the stream for the day, so that's probably good. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. How come people keep asking which one's my waifu or who I simp for? It's on the stream. I feel like it's hard to make it any more obvious, actually. Like, if I make it any more obvious, I might as well just, like, replace myself on the little stream thing. Since I'm not exactly confident with my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Why, though? And also, hello, Abolare Orowale. I think I said that right. I hope I did. Welcome to the stream. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. 4 parallel universes ahead? Wow. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Okay, but I'm not like pivoting towards Natsuki because tsundere. I'm pivoting towards Natsuki because, like, in the first, 2 seconds, it was like, haha, do you read? And my guy was like, I read manga. And Natsuki was like, oh. And then Yuri was like, guess that means you don't read. You know. I don't know. Simple, basic stuff like that's a easy way to make a attachment, I guess. I don't know. Welcome, Pluto Lolo. Lolo. It's almost 3 a.m. and you're scared that a tsundere waifu's coming to bend you over. Be scared. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so just let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised by what you're putting in all this effort for the club. That makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Carl. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. Like how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. I'd walk home with Natsuki? Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? No, we're not locking anybody in basements. We're not locking anybody in basements. No. What is happening in this? Sayori is sweet. That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. There's not even any point to speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? They use, you know, a lot, I feel like. Need you. Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I'd hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Alrighty then, we are picking words again. Puppy. Parfait. Bed. Sugar. Swimsuit. Boop. Hop. Childhood. Oh, that was a Sayori one. Okay. Ribbon. Which one should I pick this time, chat? Which word should I pick on this page? I'll leave the next 2 or 3 up to you guys. Kitty? Looks like we got 2 votes, 3 votes for Kitty. That's 3 votes for Kitty so far. Kitty's the winner, I think. Yeah, we're gonna pick Kitty. All right. So this is the second one of 3 that we're gonna let people pick. All right, which one we gonna go for this time? Forgive. All right, we got 1 for forgive. We got 1 for email. It's a tie. We got 3 separate answers. Anime. Oh. Oh, we got 3 for anime. I didn't even see anime on there. All right. All right. It looks like we got 3 for anime, or 2.5, I guess, because Mature Chimp went for 2. So anime wins out this time. Alrighty then, so we've got this last one for the chat pick for right now. Alright, which one are we picking? And then I'll do the next few. Alright, so we got a vote for cheeks. We got 2 votes for milk. We got Milk and Cheek seem to be going toe-to-toe right now. But Milk is winning, and then Depression slid in there like it always does. Okay. All right, with that one, we'll give it to Milk, and then I'll do the next few. All right, so then Mouse and Bubbles, Giggle. And I'll do 1 more, and then chat will get it. Marshmallow. All right, chat's gonna finish off the poem this time. So the remaining ones, it's all you guys. What do we got? What do we got? All right, we got Vote for Infinite. Chocolate. 2 for chocolate. Unrequited. That's a big one. Laugh. All right, so far it looks like chocolate's winning out. Oh, we got 2 for infinite, 2 for chocolate. Anger. Alright, so as not to slow things down, it's going to be between chocolate and unrequited, or chocolate and infinite. Whichever one gets the next thing. That's what we're hopping towards. Oh, now laugh is in a tie. It's a tie between laugh, infinite, and chocolate. Oh, hang on a second. You can't double vote. You're double voting. All right, well, which one hit 2 first? Oh, well, Neo went and broke it, so we're doing infinite. Boom. Alrighty then. Ah, kitty cakes. All right, here we go. Which one do we got this time? Oh, looks like we got a vote for Kiss. Vote for Waterfall. Lucky. Happiness. Oh, we're all over the place this time. Oh, we got 2 votes for Kiss. Oh, that's 3 votes for Kiss. We're picking Kiss. If you notice to fight, take this gun. All right, so... Oh, man, I wonder how slooping around my chat's getting. All right, so looks like we got a vote for Kawaii on this page. 2 votes for Kawaii, 3 votes for Kawaii. We're picking Kawaii. Alrighty then. Alright, so we got a vote for prayer. We got a vote for silly. Uncanny. Cute. They're all over the place. Frightening. We're literally all over. Aw, man. Unstable. We're literally all over the place. So I guess the first one that gets another vote. So that's silly. We're going with silly. And I think this is the last one. Alright, so this will be the last one, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we got Cage. Okay. 2 for Cage. 2 for Rose. 3 for Cage. We're picking Cage. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. We're not playing that game. No, Pluto. No. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination. Yeah, because this is an Undertale. But I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. Ah, I can't wait for the festival! Your tune changed. It's gonna be great! Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where you get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Man, I was always jealous of like school. Yeah, I have somehow avoided all the spoilers. I feel like I'm in more danger playing the game on stream for spoilers happening than anything else. But I guess I should already be on edge because the game started off saying, "Hey, if you don't like mental things, then don't play this game because this game gets heavy at the beginning." And then, you know, people picked this for horror games. So, I don't know. Sayuri's probably just off screen. She hasn't said a word yet. I don't know. But it's, yeah, it'd be delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayuri all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Oh. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? That was a fourth wall break. Fine. Your reactions are not as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything all right? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Carl, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Is anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Hey, I can do that right now, but you guys won't hear it. Maybe there's something on her mind. That wasn't as satisfying as I thought it would be. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Carl. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Just enjoy the ride. Imagine auto-clicking. But she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. And I also care about the well-being of my club. I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? There it is again. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm just saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Carl. Me. How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? You know? The last stream said it was still playing Persona 4 Golden? That's weird. It should have changed to say Doki Doki. Unless I didn't, fix that. I was playing Persona 4 Golden, but it didn't seem like people were enjoying watching me play that one as much. So I'm gonna play that one in my free time. But I will leave, a save file alone where I left off in case that, becomes of interest again. But yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of story happening there, and the downtime where I could really interact with chat, I feel like was me grinding, but not in a I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was all that popular. It's been so much happier. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Carl. Gosh dang it. bottle number 2. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how he is when because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just going to sit here and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she'd go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. Take care of baby Sayori. I should help out Sayori. Poor Sayori. Oh, okay. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought that way from the start. Thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, I mean, we're gonna go talk to our friend first. Make sure she's okay. It's nice, I guess. Oh, come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Carl. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the room, humming to herself. Oh, I didn't even get to read her poem. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, we'll go talk to Natsuki next. Oh, shoot, I should have told Monica, like, right away, I guess. Ah, well. Damn. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, dummy. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki? What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing's obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Carl? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki." Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. If I try really hard when I write, the style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style's anything crazy. I mean, it's true the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. Hi, Katie Cakes. I'm still doing just fine. Still got like most of a bottle of water left, so I think I'll survive this time. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. Because when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because you. Aw. Because who, Natsuki? Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of the writing is? Expressing things you can't just say? Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just... remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's... meaningful. Oh, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki satisfied, I start to hand her poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... Go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Aw. She does need a head pat. See, that's why she's next to me right now. Hi, Carl. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. As in, nah, I'm not doing it, sorry. You guys will be there. I could support you. I can bring you water bottles, something. You want me to play Danganronpa? Yo, I'm down for playing Danganronpa. I love Phoenix Wright, and I've heard Danganronpa is like sort of like that. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see... Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Carl. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the clubroom every day, pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Carl. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. I used to play Fortnite. I still have it. I think it's still installed on my computer. Matter of fact, I can probably just like Alt-Enter right now, and we can like see it right there. Yep, there it is, taunting me to come back someday. But I have to be stronger than Fortnite. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki's kind of unpredictable. A lot of... I cannot read. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? Well, I mean, if anything bad happens in any relationship, that would, like, hurt the club, I feel like. I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Why would you burn the poem in front of her? That would be mean. That would be mean. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? I mean, you could write about stuff if everything was okay. Like, you don't have to write about sad stuff. You can write about happy stuff. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And Yuri's last this time. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Carl. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. Huh? What for? I feel like I kept trying to offer advice, when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. I guess I never really thought about that. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No, you don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. Yuri burrs her head into her arms on her desk. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it'd be a lot more obvious. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Huh? Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. All right. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Hey, Michael Uchiha YT, thank you for subscribing. And I have the right window up, so I saw it when it happened. Woohoo. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori also always helps. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sari will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Carl. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would really be appreciative of that. I just slooped words in a different spot. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? Oh, no. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Carl may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for Carl to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Carl to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? That's a good point. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Carl, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. Oh! Hey, look, Sayori's an option because she's not feeling well. So I should probably help my friend. And that won't make me look like, I'm a weird person. Someone in chat validate my choice. To hang out with Sayori, without spoiling me. Someone tell me that being a good friend is a good thing to do, instead of trying to. Okay, cool. Yeah, everybody seems to think that it is a good choice, a good idea for me to go hang out with Sayori. Because she left because she wasn't feeling well. And you know, Natsuki will get over it. I think I've still got a volume of her manga that I'm reading anyway, and we read together in class all the time. I feel like I don't know Yuri at all. So maybe in the next writing session, I'll try to put more of her kind of stuff in there. And Monica does have a point too. I haven't spent any kind of time with Monica outside of just, haha, let's read poems together. If it's gonna be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Oh, I didn't even have a choice. It wasn't there. No. I thought... Okay, so now I've got to pick between Yuri, Natsuki, and Monica. This is tough. Well, here we go. You know, at the beginning of this, I was sitting there thinking, man, I don't get any choices at all in this. And now it's giving me a choice that's really hard. I think it would probably be good to help Monica, and then I can try and get in Yuri's good books again by trying to figure out which options are hers the next time I go and write a letter. I think that might be okay. because then, like, I think I've already got, like, a good rapport with Natsuki. I can't help Monica. What do you mean I can't help Monica? The option's right there. But I don't want to make Natsuki mad. Like, I don't think Natsuki would be, like, upset with me. I don't know Yuri at all, but I, like, at least have the option to, like, write stuff that Yuri would like. Like, I can go into the writing segments and say, here's something that Yuri would like. And then I don't think Natsuki would be, like, upset. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and see if I can help Monica, because I don't have any kind of option to talk to Monica anyway. Like I can't write a poem that appeals to Monica. So I'm gonna do that. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. Huh? But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayuri as well. But Carl was the one who... That doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you gonna do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. It's technically most logical for Carl to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Alright, 2 of my options just got deleted. There's nothing I can do. Alright, well, I guess in that case I'll just pick Yuri then, because... I'm already, like, best friends with Natsuki. Everybody's like, ooh, Natsuki and Carl sitting in a tree. Kissing. So, you know, I'll help Yuri with the decorations. I'm sorry, Natsuki. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, Natsuki. Natsuki, don't be mad at me. Natsuki. Natsuki, don't be mad. Natsuki, wait, come back. Natsuki, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Natsuki, come back. Natsuki, wait. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Carl? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Carl? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Carl picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with her words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say Sayori would say it at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Yeah, she's mad now, and I'm gonna have to make it up to her somehow. I'll have to try my darndest to make sure that every single line of my next poem is 100% Natsuki. I want to be good friends with everybody. I don't want people to think I hate them. I turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh. I guess I have her phone number now or something. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. All right, then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Well, now I'll never make it up to Natsuki. Dang it. I don't even have Natsuki's phone number. Just her manga. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on... You're coming to my house? Huh? My house? Yeah. Is that a problem? No, I don't know why you're saying not at all. I mean, like, a little bit, maybe. A little bit. Like... I don't know if I have the supplies for decorating at my house. Yeah, I just thought I'd be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. Oh, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house. So what's the... What? Why does she want to come to my house? Is she going to bring all the supplies? That's just a hassle. All right. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room's clean. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe her room's a mess. Or she's got, like, raccoons in her room. I hope I manage to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Carl. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Ah! She's got me pegged. She's got me pegged. She knows. Wait. You don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayuri, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what it might But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. Literally nothing. We're going to work on the decorations, and that's going to be the only thing that ends up happening. She's looking forward to it. Yes, because we're going to have fun decorating things, and that's the only thing that's going to happen. I am loyal. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? Why should you feel nervous, video game Carl? We're helping a friend. It's not like we feel that way about each other. We don't. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. It is. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. This game putting words in my mouth. Alrighty then. It's already Sunday. That was quick. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. Okay, what? Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah. She's extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. You said occasionally. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, where'd the music go? Why is my music on? Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Yeah, too quiet. Why is my music on? Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Why is the music on? It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Yo, why is the music on? I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Okay, cool. Yeah, you're fine. Jeez Louise. Hi, Carl. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Hisashiburi. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as it's ever been, as it always been. I just made up my own words. This is what my room looks like currently. This is actually tidier than my room right now. I've got like clothes on the floor from yesterday because I'm a mess. And I didn't make my bed this morning either. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know? Yeah, how'd you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Carl. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. How am I? I'm fine. I don't know what's happening. Sayori's confusing me right now. Why she have a cow? It's a little stuffed toy. Blah, blah. A Justin Bieber version of a chicken? Is that what Justin Bieber's hair looks like now? I don't keep up with Justin Bieber. I thought he had a bowl cut. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Oh wow, I still have half a bottle of water left. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Carl. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Carl? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Oh my god. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste my having them spend time on me? Jeez Louise. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. Wow, that's depressing, but like, same. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Carl. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you'd have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Yo, this is getting heavy. Holy cow. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Carl, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Carl. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Carl, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Carl, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Carl. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice, then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Alright, I think with the music going back to the way that it is, it's pretty much signaling this is going to be the start of doing the things with Yuri. And it's basically around the time where I wanted to put a stop to the stream. So I'll save the game here today. And I think this is where I'll call the stream. So I'll try and pick it up again tomorrow around the same time that we started today, and keep going on along with the game, so that way, you know, again, it's not just left by the wayside for a week. I'm gonna be doing another stream for Doki Doki Literature Club tomorrow. I tried to come in at 7 o'clock, but I had to do some extra stuff for work, and I don't know if tomorrow will be any different, so I'll try my best to get the stream going at 7:30 again, and we'll go for another 2 hours of Doki Doki. So, thank you guys for coming out. That one ended pretty heavy, so, you know, go talk to some of your friends and yeah. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.